So if you haven't gotten it now, the new currency is really digital relationships, and it's going to be even more important as we go into 2014 and 2015. Okay? So let's talk a bit about your personal brand in action. These all have to do with social business. Your business cards. I want to make sure that you've got your social media handles on your business card, and also the new business card should have your photograph on it, because people are now connecting to people. It's a visual landscape now. So as you leave your card behind, have your photograph on it, and also have your social media handles on there as to how they can follow you, because remember, you want to build trust and rapport and credibility online and after you guys meet in person. I want you to look at your voicemail. Voicemail is also a social business. Does your voicemail right now say, hi, this is Jennifer Abernathy. I'm sorry I'm not able to take your call right now. Please leave me your name and number, and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Or, which is what we used to do, right? It was always so formal. But now in the social business environment, we can let our own personal brand shine through. And so we can make it, what we want to make it. Well, of course you're not in right now. That's why they're leaving a voicemail. So change it up, to something like, hey, this is Jennifer. I'm really glad you called. You might be calling about social marketing or sales. Leave me your information, and I will get back to you as soon as I get this. Just something to, have a little fun with it. Change it up from time to time. Use your voicemail also as a marketing tool. If you're giving a seminar, put it in your voicemail. If you're going to be, if you have your Twitter handle, put it in your voicemail. Have fun with your voicemail, okay? Because that's another social business tool. Email. A lot of people forget that their email signature is really, really important. It's how many emails do we send, right, every day? So your email is great digital real estate for you to market your Twitter handles, if you have a blog, obviously your website, your LinkedIn page. Put it on there, but also from time to time, put on there in your signature maybe what you're working on, or a client testimonial. Use that space to, again, tout your services, okay? And again, the digital footprint, which is all of this combined. What is it online? What is it reflecting? How is it reflecting you today? If a prospect were to Google you, what pops up? So I'd say to all of you after this call, Google yourself. Do you like what pops up? Does it show yourself as a thought leader in your space? Because if it doesn't, we can change that. We can get some stuff online pretty quickly to make sure that happens, okay? So people are using, as you know, all of this stuff on a daily basis. Literally millions of people are using it on a daily basis. And so I want to ask, where are you? Are you on the sites where your prospects are logging in? Are you on the sites where your clients are logging in? Do you know what Pinterest is? So do you know what Twitter is? Do you get it? So gone are the days of where we're at a coffee shop and someone says, hey, are you on Twitter? And you go, I just don't get it. I just don't understand. As a consultant or an independent or a solopreneur, that doesn't fly anymore. It makes you look bad. It makes you look like a dinosaur. So get in there. Just look at this stuff. At least be familiar with it. Even if you don't have a Pinterest page, look at it. Look at some of the leaders that are on there and look at their pages and think about how you could use it for yourself, okay? And these are all the ones I just wanted you to look at, okay? So here's an example. This is a lady. She's a busy executive. Yes, she's online. She's online at work, but she's also online at home. How can she find you and how can she hire you? LinkedIn, okay? Are you on there? Is your profile updated? Are you putting status updates on there? Are you on YouTube? Do you have a video? Are you on iTunes? Did you know that on iTunes you can have your own channel on iTunes, and you could maybe have a 3-minute audio series that's running, and people could subscribe to your channel on iTunes. You can be an independent solopreneur and have your own channel on iTunes, and you will get lots of followers. There's an entire library on there just of business marketing, okay? So that's another place to check. Lastly, articles online. I think articles online are really great. When I first started and I left corporate America in 2006, one of the very first things that I did is I went on to a site called ezinearticles.com. So I'll spell that. It's E-Z-I-N-E articles.com. And submit an article. Just start sharing your expertise, because what will happen is it will show up in the search engines when someone Googles your name, and it'll show you as a thought leader in your industry. Okay? So that's a great tip for you. By the way, for those that are tweeting, again, please use the hashtag MBOWeb. Okay, so another, you may do a lot of business with corporate environment. A corporate maybe CEO or manager might tell their entry-level employees or interns to go find someone like you. Where are they going to search? Anyone want to take a guess? We'll look at our tweet stream if anyone's going to tweet in the answer. So a lot of people might think, well, and yes, they will do Google, but typically if the person is under 30, what I'm finding is the first place they're going to search is YouTube. I had some interns last summer, and they were helping me with my book, and they did almost all the research starting at YouTube. So YouTube is the #2 search engine in the world, and I want to say to you, you're going to miss out on opportunities in the future if you do not have a presence on YouTube. I was at a networking event just last Saturday, and I met one of the producers for Barbara Walters, and she was saying the very first thing that they do when they're looking for someone to have on the show, someone to interview, whatever it is they look on YouTube and they see who they are, okay, and they see if they're there. If they're not there, they don't get the job. So let's talk about your online digital presence. And here's a great photo. That was me on Saturday morning. No, I'm just kidding. But think about how are you representing yourself online. And I have to say, I went to the MBO Independence page, which is a great page, the Independence Guide, right, where you're featuring the independents. And, oh, my gosh, the headshots that some of these folks have are really great. So a lot of you are doing a great, great job with that. But think about how you want to be represented, because remember, it's all visual now. These are just some photos from my book, The Idiot's Guide to Social Media Marketing. These are all professionals. Most are independents. Some are 7-figure professionals. Some are just starting out. But it's no longer the status quo headshot. Make it what you want to make it. Make sure that it exudes your personality and your brand. So let's talk a little bit about Facebook. Facebook, this is where I got started back in 2006. It is the largest online networking site. But it's not for everybody. I will say that. I know for our socially delivered clients, not all of them have great success on Facebook. I do think, though, that it would be great for you to have a presence on there because it is the largest networking site out there. But let's take a look. I want to make sure if someone goes to your page on Facebook, does it exude your personal brand, your professional brand? I use my page on here really for professional networking. You know, I mean, very rarely, from time to time I'll post stuff about my kids, but I'd say 85% of the time I'm out there sharing tips, I'm sharing my expertise, I'm sharing articles, things like that. In fact, if you go to my Facebook page today, you'll see all the people that are saying hello to all the listeners today on this call. In fact, we'll go there in a minute if we have time. But go to this page, and does it exude? Does it have your company name? Does it have your company website? Does it have a great headshot? Are you sharing information about your expertise? Are you posting videos? Are you letting people know that you're ready to speak and serve on a panel? And these are all ways that you can get incredible ROI on social media, okay? So you just have to think differently about these sites. And also up here, this thing is called the timeline. Change this photo from time to time, okay? Get creative with it. Okay, Instagram. Well, I've made a pact with myself that I'm going to start using Instagram this month, so look for it. If those of you who aren't familiar with Instagram, it's actually really kind of cool because it's basically, remember the 70s Polaroids? Well, this is like a modern version of that. You take a picture and it kind of looks like a Polaroid. It's just like a modern version of it. Kind of fun, right? And so you can take those photos and post them on all the social media sites, but more importantly, what is happening on Instagram is people are building followings just through their Instagram, meaning they're not on Twitter, they're not on Facebook. It's that people are following them on Instagram. You can build followers. And people can comment on your photos, and they can share them. And so it's another really cool place to start posting pictures of yourself. And you might think, well, Jennifer, I'm a consultant, and I speak on leadership, and I go and I help team building and culture. I mean, how could I use Instagram? Well, you can have a lot of fun with it. You could shoot a picture of yourself before you're going into the building and say where you're going. You could shoot a picture of yourself with a team as you're getting ready to present. You could feature a client, take their picture. Whatever it is, what it does, you guys, is it shows energy around your business. I'm going to say that again. All of this stuff shows energy around your business. And the more energy you show around your business, the more you're going to attract business to you. Okay? So that's the mindset shift that you've got to make. Okay, LinkedIn. I know a lot of you are on LinkedIn. So I want to go over LinkedIn here real quick. Just check in what time we have. Okay, so LinkedIn, let's go in.